All right, final leg. We're back to talk about the Diamond League that was on a little bit of a hiatus. Birmingham just finished off in the UK. Kind of light, probably the lightest Diamond League that we've seen all season, but there were still some great highlights coming out of the meet. First off, from Germany, we have Konstanze Klosterhalfen. She's been running really well all season in the 1500, the 3K, as well as in the 5K. Really consistent marks. Here, she managed to come away with the win in the 1 mile run, 4 minutes, 21.11 seconds. Great performance from her. That's not only a personal best, that's also a meet record and also a German national record. So improving the German national record in that 1 mile race. Really strong performance from her. She's probably an outside shot into the medals, even though she's been so consistent going into the 1500 meters. Of course, we have Dibaba, we have Stefan Hassan, who might possibly run. We have Laura Muir. We also have a lot of other ladies. So Klosterhalfen is going to have to really step up and get into those lower times to really contend for a medal in the 1500 meters. But this is a performance showing that she's going to be one of the top competitors going into the next couple years if she continues to improve. So keep a lookout for Klosterhalfen in the 1500, in the mile, and some of the other distances as well. Now, moving over to the women's long jump, we didn't have some of the top competitors like Malika Mihambo, Brittany Reese, but we did have a strong field that included Ivana Šmanović from Serbia, as well as Nafissatou Thiam from Belgium. Thiam managed to come away with the win in a personal best of 6.86 meters. That's not only a personal best, that's also a national record for Belgium. So huge performance for her there. She's the 2017 world champion at the heptathlon, also the Olympic champion in the heptathlon as well. But so later on this year, she's not going to be competing in the long jump, likely going to do the Diamond League final in the high jump, and then of course go on to Doha to try and defend her title in that heptathlon. So keep a lookout for Thiam. But right behind her, we did have Šmanović. She finished in a season's best of 6.85 meters. So once all these ladies get together again, we're going to be looking for Malika Mihambo, Brittany Reese. These ladies are really going to be pushing themselves to some really far jumps in that long jump. But great performance from Thiam in that long jump. Now, moving back to the track for the 100-meter hurdles on the women's side, we had Danielle Williams going up against Kendra Harrison as well as the rest of the field. Danielle Williams managed to take the win in 12.46 seconds. So great performance from her, tying that meet record. That's also the third fastest time that she's ever run in the event, only behind the 2 times that she ran earlier this season. So great performance from her. Kendra Harrison came up in second, but not as well as that she'd like to. She's been hitting a couple hurdles, not only in this race, but also in the prelims. So she's definitely going to have to improve upon things. Danielle Williams is showing that she's probably moving into one of those top contender spots for the gold in Doha. The Jamaican national team, they just named that they're going to be taking the IAAF rankings to name their top 3 going into Doha. So Danielle Williams, she is the top ranked on the IAAF list for the Jamaicans. She's going to be going to Doha later on this year. So keep a lookout for both of these ladies in the 100-meter hurdles. Now, moving up to the women's 200 meters, we had a really strong field that included Blessing Okobari, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price. We also had Dina Asher-Smith, Daphne Skippers, and of course, Shaunae Miller-Uibo. Miller-Uibo managed to come away with the win with her usual finishing kick in 22.24 seconds. Great performance from her. It's really strange to say a finishing kick in the 200 meters, but she always seems to come up just in the final meters. Really strong performance from her. Then right behind her, we had Dina Asher-Smith in second, and then Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price in third. So really great performances. So keep a lookout for all these ladies in that 200 meters. Now, moving over to the men's high jump, we had Starc Brandon from Australia. He came into this meet with a season's best of 2.25 meters in the high jump. He managed to take the win comfortably with a new season's best of 2.30 meters. So not a personal best, not a world-leading performance, but this was a really significant performance. He kept rolling through the heights, moving all the way up until he got to 2.30 meters. So great performance from him. He's likely going to be one of the contenders going into the World Championships in Doha later on this year. The event is kind of in flux. There's no clear favorite, so Brandon shows that he's trying to go for a spot on that podium. So keep a lookout for the men's high jump. Now, we're finishing things off with the men's 100 meters. We had a really great field here that included Yohan Blake, Andre DeGrasse, Akine Simbine. We also had Mike Rogers, so really strong field. At the line, though, we had Yohan Blake and Adam Gemili leaning for the win at the end of the 100 meters. The official result was given to Yohan Blake in 10.07 seconds. Great performance, but Adam Gemili, again, leaning for the line, was also given the same time of 10.07 seconds. So great performances by both these guys. Mike Rogers came up with second in 10.09 seconds. Gemili really stepping up and showing that he's not to be forgotten. We know him a lot as a 200-meter runner, but he's been doing really great at 100 meters. We're going to see if he's going to be able to do something really significant in Doha, and he's definitely going to be contributing to that men's 4x100 meters. It's also really great to see Yohan Blake really stepping things up. Of course, he's a Jamaican national champion. He's not hitting the times and performances that he used to hit back in 2011 and 2012, but he's showing real consistency. Of course, Christian Coleman, Justin Gatlin, those are probably the top guys in the 100 meters, but these guys are going to be fighting for medals and spots on the podium in Doha later on this year. So keep a a lookout for that men's 100 meters. All right, so those are just some of the highlights from the Birmingham Diamond League. Again, not so many top highlights that we've had all season, probably the lightest Diamond League we've seen so far, but we're going to be coming up with the Paris Diamond League next week, and then we're going to be following up with the Zurich and Brussels finals there. So great performances here. Again, make sure you guys check out the results. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys like the video. Leave a comment on your favorite performance from the Birmingham Diamond League. We're going to have the Doha World Championships coming up at the end of September, so keep a lookout for that. Thanks.